My name's Aidan Timmins and sometimes I drive extraordinary cars. When I'm not driving them, I film them. And like everybody else, sometimes I just have to stand back and admire their beauty. But I also work in the motor trade producing this, the Car Sales Guide. It's a 50-year-old family business and we collect data on used car values and specs for new cars, like the one I'm driving this week, the Megane GT Line, which costs $25,990. And here's the key. I had a busy week, so by the time Saturday came to my rescue, I was eager to blow mine and the Megane's cobwebs off by taking a trip to the Wicklow Mountains. But first, coffee. The 1.5 litre diesel engine is as old as the hills, but it's still as eager as ever. It feels more like a 1990s hot hatch than a 2016 Eco Warrior, in a good way. I changed gears 100 times, the computer told me I did a bad job of it. Something to improve on, I guess. The clutch is light and there's loads of feedback through the chunky leather steering wheel. You drive the Megane, it doesn't drive you. I think that's what I like most about it. Stopped for a walk and a bite to eat, and then it was back on the road with more gear changes, more room for improving my heavy-footed driving style, and more great views. The Megane tackled twists, turns and bad parking with ease. Great chassis and suspension setup. Not too firm, not too spongy either. So far so good. Sunday. Drove into the city and gave the Megane a wash. All I'd done that day was drive the car, so I really wanted to take a moment just to step back and admire its design. The old model has well and truly run its course. It looks like an old car now, so this new one wasn't before its time. It's way more modern, more delicately sculpted and altogether a prettier thing. Great face, nice ass, solid 8, maybe even a 9 out of 10 in the looks department. Great job, Renault. Being the GT line, this Megane has some added aesthetic and functional details, like the silver diffuser with rear parking sensors, bucket seats that costed even skinny frames like mine. Oh, and the funky blue lights in the door. They change colour if you don't like neon blue though. The steering wheel and controls are fine, but no matter how hard I try, I can't bring myself to like that contraption behind the steering wheel. Never liked it before, still don't like it now. Rear legroom for a 6-footer though, pretty good. And the seatbelt holder when folding the rear seats flat is a nice touch too. In the time I spent with the Megane, I drove hundreds of kilometres, changed gears more times than I can remember, used the heating, the aircon, the touchscreen radio, and cruise control. I filled the Megane with my golf clubs and equipment. I really lived with it and got a feel for what makes this new model tick. There are things that I love about it and some things I'm not so crazy about. But that's cars. That's any product really. If I had to do that weekend all over again, I would change a few things. But the Megane wouldn't be one of them.